Hey, everybody, welcome to episode 34. Oh, there he is, Rob, Greg, Josh Jones. Here we are, COPICafe, here to share a little bit of what's going on with our game and everything that we're building with you guys, our very special community. So we're committed to doing this every week because we want to share with you guys and just keep you in the loop. So here we go, Rob. What are you drinking?
Oh, yeah.
Do you hear that? What's happening?
I have this Belgian chocolate
Sounds
and
good.
options in an Animal Crossing mug. There we go. Very nice.
All right.
What are you drinking?
I am drinking a very enlightened beverage.
Enlightened.
Nutritionally enlightened. In the spirit of enriching my nutritional content for the day, I have a powdery athletic greens supplement with a lion's mane mushroom powder add in as well. That might just apparently it's going to make me really, really smart for this meeting, for this
Really?
episode.
You make me want to go on a spa day. Then I'll have to get my dressing gown and slippers on.
A spa day
with like face masks and cucumber on your eyes and all that good stuff.
Oh, face masks. You want to remain an enigma, so to speak.
No, just to beautify my face.
Okay. All right. Very good. Well, let's get to it. I wonder if people are getting bored of the beverage section.
Well, I have food.
Change it up.
If you want to know what I'm eating.
Yeah, we asked what you were eating last
bowl.
week. Why are you eating in front of me? It looks like mac and cheese.
No, it was sweet and sour. There's a bit of rice left.
Oh, okay.
Looks like maggots. In a few days in the bin, it probably will be maggots.
Okay. Looks like maggots. Wow. All right. Man, I'm hungry. I don't know what it is, but right now, all of a sudden, I'm really hungry.
You got a nice bin in your background. That's new.
Oh, it is? No, it's not new. It's just in a new place. I don't like that it's there, actually. I really need to start improving the background of my office. I've been saying that for a while.
It looks a bit rubbish.
Yeah, rubbish. Rubbish. Sounds like your word. All right. So, MVP, the racing game. That's what we're on. We've had a good amount of focus this week on the planning for the racing game. We're getting in sync with David and Jim, our creative and technical directors, talking about how we're going to deliver this and what all that encompasses. I'm pretty excited about it. I think it's going to be phenomenal.
Yeah, it's going to be amazing. Obviously, we're going to build it up over time. We're starting off. Well, I mean, I could go through the different modes that we have planned. I'm not saying we're going to deliver them or in particular order. It's just up for discussion.
Yeah, it's not an MVP list you're talking about giving, but you could give some of the modes. Sure, give a few of give the top 2 modes or something like that.
Well, actually, there is the MVP. That's what we're planning as well. So there's practice mode.
Let's give the modes and the MVP. Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, practice mode. Race mode. In race mode, you will be, remember it's an MVP, so you'll be racing against the clock, and that'll go up against the leaderboard, and you will be in a leaderboard with your class of vehicle. So whether the bubble jet or whether you're an OG bubble jet or whether you're a javelin. So those have been defined as 3 different classes of flying vehicle.
Yep.
There is going to be we'll call it a test vehicle. It's not quite the right word, but obviously you don't need an NFT to play our game. So there will be a vehicle that people can race as well for the free player. So you'll be competing in a league, and I'll keep lots of the detail back. So that's one of the modes.
Okay.
A third mode. Can I sneak a third mode in?
Sure.
At the same time as building.
It's not in the MVP though.
No, but it will be there, but it'll be turned off. but we're also having the game to be multiplayer. So just like we saw in Vegas, um, that mode will be built at the same time. So then when we actually do go to Vegas again next year, the next CNFT Con and our other events, players will be able to play against each other. So that will be in there. But obviously that requires more infrastructure at the back and shared hosts. So we can easily do that when we're in an
together,
event. Yeah,
right?
but actually remotely across the world, we can do it as well. But I don't think we'll be confident enough
Well, we
when we
won't
release the
release that
MV.
because of
No,
testing. We need to start
we just won't have
scaling
it.
up the testing
Yeah,
over time. And
we'll
so,
we'll
yeah,
need nodes and everything. So I that's not going to be part of the
it's
MVP.
been developed in parallel but not released
Hmm.
in
Yep.
parallel. Yeah.
And then we
So
have this fourth mode, which I won't talk about,
good.
which is great.
Yeah, there's a lot of fun. So, I would add to that we're having to solve some very unique problems on the blockchain, some of which can't be solved on the Cardano at this moment, but there
Hmm.
is NFT, the need for NFT dynamic metadata
Yep.
to empower esports, which we've found a solution for. And that's going to be a
Yep.
very interesting solution that we'll announce in more detail in the coming months that will add value significantly to the Cardano ecosystem over time as well, which is pretty cool. But can't give too many details out about that. But what I'm basically saying is that the racing data associated with your NFT. Let's say you and I have a race, your bubble jet versus my javelin, or something like that. The data from that race, whoever the winner is, and all sorts of subsets of data will be updated to the chain. So that then becomes publicly searchable, empowering an esports league to
Yep.
begin, or an esports league to just there's esports leagues already in existence, not playing our game, obviously, but they may say, "Oh, we want to test out Cornucopias." Well,
Hmm.
we'd just go here, point to these endpoints on our API, or point to the open source of how they access the
Yep.
chain, and pull that data, and then of course the Cardano metadata as well will be pulled in to add to that. So it's going to be a coupling of metadatas that create the ability to start an esports league.
Yep. Well, I mean, it'll work like an Oracle where people can add their own services on the back of our data. They
Yeah.
can do whatever they want, whatever they would want. But we're building up to that MVP. It sounds simple to say, look, we've already got racing, we've showed it in Vegas, but to have a commercial, that's probably the right word, a commercially released product, it has to be tested. As we know, we got that build like the day before Vegas, so it has to go through testing. Um, it will go through months and months of public testing, so the public will get their hands on it. Um, but it also needs to work in partnership with the Metaverse launcher, which we're renaming the desktop launcher to the Metaverse launcher. Those two talk to each other for security reasons. That then the Metaverse launcher then talks back to our servers. So all this key infrastructure needs to be put in place as well. It's not just having a game, um, and obviously all that infrastructure is ready then for the Metaverse when that gets released later. But
Yeah,
yeah,
it really is a lot.
Mm,
You even just talked about a bare minimum of some
yeah,
of the
that is the
things that
minimum.
have to be done in a short amount of time to hit our target date. Uh, and like, just to add to that, the next topic on our list is the website redesign. An element of the website redesign has to be planned according to the racing data and leaderboards and things of that nature as well. So there are so many areas we have to think about in fleshing all of this out and plan and design. But I will say that on to move on to the topic of our website redesign, it's coming. It's gonna be amazing. Um, I can't wait to show everyone the design, the look, the feel. It's actually uh, what's the best word for it? It reflects the progress we've made a lot more accurately than our current website.
Mhm.
It's a It's really well done, and our new React dev is making amazing progress very quickly. So, which is good because there's a lot he's got to cover. You talk about the Metaverse launcher, that's one whole aspect,
Yeah.
but then in addition to that, we've got 3 different apps minimum that we have on the roadmap that will be in the website.
So I meet with the React dev every morning in daily stand up, which is getting pretty big now. There was 12 of us in this morning. I have to coordinate that down to 15 minutes, which was interesting because one of them does like to talk. I won't say which one, but one of them does like to take more than his minute. So I have to control them. But um, but yeah, I haven't seen I haven't seen any of the plans for that yet. Obviously, I don't see everything, so I'm looking forward to seeing that as well.
Yeah, it is. You haven't seen anything?
Nothing,
Zero, none of the designs?
nothing.
Oh man, you either missed that meeting. I'm excited about it, and we'll show you more as soon as we can. Um, we did have a special guest for today
Mm,
that was unable to make it due to last minute urgent travel, but Ken with Meld,
yeah.
CEO of Meld, was going to join us for COPICafe to announce a partnership with them. So we're going to delay the details of that partnership and just mention that he was our special guest for today. Sorry that you guys don't get to see and hear about that this week, but we will have him on next week. He's planned for next Thursday. So exciting stuff there. A lot of really
Well,
fun
it's
things we'll
it's
be doing.
it's huge. Yeah, I mean, it's not just a marketing partnership. We're doing some real good stuff, which I was hoping to reveal and tell everybody today. But unfortunately, we'll have to do it next week. We've
This
known
is the
Ken.
nature of when you're dealing with CEOs. They're slammed. He's got a
Oh,
lot going on. Jet
we,
set.
we've been in talks with Ken now for 18 months. I've had maybe 4 or 5 face-to-face meetings with him. So it was just a timing thing. We could have had
Yeah.
a partnership with Meld way back a year ago, couldn't we? A public one.
Yeah. It wouldn't have had much substance to it. It
No,
would have been more of the marketing based type of
yeah,
partnership back then. But
we don't
having
want to do that.
substance is important. And interestingly enough, I met Ken the same 3 days as I met you
Yeah, you
in
did.
in person.
Yeah,
I know that I knew you longer via Google Meetings and
yeah,
startup of Cornucopias, but when I first met you in person was also the same period that I first met Ken in
yeah.
person. Um,
We talk
all right,
about the importance of that crypto AM annual meeting. This is another partnership that's come out of that original one.
yeah, that is true. So next up, the NFT test sale is Monday.
Mm,
So
Monday,
Monday the
Monday.
12th, we're gonna do the bobblehead, free bobblehead. It's a giveaway. You just have to pay the fees, and it's gonna be ADA and Kopi, a small amount of Kopi. The point of this test sale is to test the ability for us to accept not just ADA but also Kopi token or Cardano native token as well. So
Yep. This is
that
it's not an ordinary sale. It's a major update to our platform.
Yeah, it is a major update to the platform. It empowers us to launch and move forward with what we'll rename eventually, but the Collectors Club is how we've mentioned it before. It's testing that ability, which is where we really plan to use that and give the Kopi token more utility
Yeah,
as
it's
well.
gonna be nice and simple. I mean, there'll be a supply of 12,000. That they are technically the price is 2 ADA, but the important part is it's 2 ADA and 1 Kopi token. So so basically transaction fees. But the
Yeah,
fact that we now can accept Kopi token has that utility. That's going to be huge going forward.
yeah.
Um, there will be 5 different rarities, and I think. Do you have a leak of the mythic?
A leak of the mythic. You know what? Let me look around here. Might have something. Yeah, hold on here. Let's go. Let's just
And
do this.
chop.
Here we go.
Hmm.
Farmer Joe
Yeah, look at him
spinning
blinged up.
around in
I think
his.
the red Santa is the common one. I mean, everybody knows what Santa looks like in his red. So he's not Santa. It's Farmer Joe pretending to be Santa. So
Yeah,
Farmer Joe is not Santa. Everyone.
Farmer Joe is not Santa. Yeah, but he's definitely got some corn, a pitchfork, and either corn in his mouth or a piece of grass, whatever. But yeah, that's it's a good looking little bobblehead there.
Yeah, I'd buy that
To
for
kick off
I'd buy that for one copy.
one copy, one copy, two ADA. Yeah, absolutely.
And
Uh,
remember, you get some ADA back in your wallet.
yeah, that's true.
Everything has to come with one ADA.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
So
then
go ahead.
the second item. Do you want to talk about that?
The second item.
The
Oh,
actual.
the
So
actual sale.
the
Yeah,
actual sale
let's talk about that. Yeah. Well, we're targeting the 19th.
of
That's the.
December.
It's not. That is not an official for certain date. We it's been run through in discussion this morning. It has not been fully verified, so don't hold me to that until we make it official in our Discord. But we're targeting the 19th. So, you want to tell us a little bit more about what's for sale?
Yeah, so there'll be two items in that one. One of them will be a flying vehicle kit. So this is a custom light kit. It's not compulsory for the flying vehicles. It's compatible with the bubble jets and the javelins. It's a cosmetic upgrades, but it makes them look really, really cool.
Yeah.
There'll be 8,000 of them, and this will be in tiered. So the test mint won't have any tiers. Anybody can go for that. So tier one will be the OGs. There'll be 800 of those, and tier two is the vehicle holders. But you have to have both the bubble jet and the javelin, or an OG bubble jet. So one of
Yes.
three. And that price will be 15 15 USDT USD.
Are
I
we
know
announcing?
people
Oh,
get
okay.
touchy.
Are we announcing prices right now,
Yeah,
or
it's in Discord. We've already
okay?
announced it.
Okay, just
So
making sure.
we'll do a snapshot 24 hours before what that'll be in ADA.
Yep.
So
Okay.
that's the first one. It should all be over pretty quick. And then the second one is what we announced last week is the collaboration with Cheeky Crypto. It's the racing outfit. Now that racing outfit you will be able to put on while you're playing in game, and you'll also get some access to Cheeky Crypto services depending on the rarity that you get. Everything comes with access to
Hmm.
Cryptopia, their partnership. Um, and that will be 7,400 of them. Again, there will be tier one. This time will be for the OGs or the Cheeky Crypto VIPs. There'll be 920 of them. And then tier two is the vehicle holders, but you have to have both the bubble jet and the javelin, or an OG bubble jet, and those are $20. So,
Yeah.
like you said before, these are not expensive,
Small
I-
sale,
but they're not
fun little
compulsory.
Christmas. It's a Christmas giveaway. We're having some fun. Small sale. It also testing our
Yeah,
platform, some new functionality. So yeah,
it's not
it's great.
technically a giveaway.
Well, yeah, it's very close. You pay the transactional fees to receive it.
Yeah, you
That's
do for
basically what it is.
Joe, Farmer Joe. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that's fun. You guys saw our leak. Our leak was the Mythic NFT for this week. So please just go to Discord if you need to find out any more information. Go to Discord. Our community is very helpful. If anybody has any questions, anything like that, we're excited to hear what your thoughts are on this next upcoming sale, and excited to participate in it. And it's just a little fun holiday thing. We got a lot planned for next year,
Mhm.
a lot. But yeah, racing will be our first, along with the public, the mobile game racing, and I don't know which one's going to win in the first release, but it's going to be pretty awesome 2023. So thanks for hanging in there with us. Rob, do you have any final words you want to close us out?
It would have been a much longer episode, but unfortunately, Ken wasn't. Well, next week's we'll just have to make twice as long.
Oh, God. Some people are cringing right now.